Hi everybody, this is Rob James from Mirror Souls here to talk to you today about the song Destiny's Rising. It's part of an ongoing series to take a deeper look into our songs and the quotes that inspire them. Destiny's Rising is inspired by the quote, "You can succeed if nobody believes in it, but you'll never succeed if you don't believe in it yourself." This is such a critical concept for success in life. I would argue it's the key ingredient that differentiates success and failure in people. It's just so critical that you believe in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, and that's going to help other people believe it. The inverse is an equally important concept of even if people don't believe in it for whatever reason, it's just noise to you, to be ignored because you believe in what you're doing and you believe in it yourself. So it's critical fuel to leading to any sort of successful quest in your life, really. It goes, and it's riddled throughout history and literature and art. You know, even as simple as Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back, he can't lift that X-Wing out of the swamp because he didn't believe he could do it to begin with. And so he was doomed before he even started because he never really quite bought into his ability to do that. So it sort of permeates all elements of success. And there's some interesting derivatives there too as well with regards to your passion level. So, you know, when you believe in something, you know, it's going to fuel your passion. And I think a lot of people assume when you're talking about fueling the passion, it's to, you know, drive to successes and so forth. But I actually think of its core property as dealing with failure. You need to be passionate in what you're doing. You need to believe in what you're doing to overcome the setbacks and the failures that are inevitably going to occur during any sort of complex journey or any complex goal that you're setting out for yourself. Destiny's Rising is broken into 3 acts in a sense in the lyrics, and Act 1, which is verse 1, is in essence where the dream occurs. It's, you know, it's hit you like a thunderbolt. You know what you want to do. You can smell all the challenges and so forth, but you know, you have a vision for what you want to do and you're ready to take that step. Act 2 or verse 2 is really about, you know, taking that first hard journey, you know, leaving home, going off, taking a chance, putting yourself out there in a real way to begin the process of getting better at whatever it is you're doing. And then Act 3 is where it comes to realization. You know, it's your first performance. You know, it's your first win on the board doing that. And so it sort of tries to go through those basic 3 steps of, you know, conceiving of a dream and getting inspired to do something, taking those first difficult steps, and then, you know, reaching your first major, you know, milestone. You got to the basic premise you want to do. For a musician, that would be, you know, to form a band and you release your first album or play your first show. And so it's intended to sort of document that journey, and it's probably one of the songs that's most structured like a story, you know, in its sequencing throughout, and then, you know, and then it's just fortified with the choruses, you know, of you know, your destiny's rising. You know, you're making this happen. You're rising out from, you know, inspiration to result, you know, through perspiration, and it's structured in the journey in that way. Musically, Destiny's Rising's, you know, written to build up. I mean, that's a typical arrangement, you know, approach anyways in songs today, but in this case it really tries to mirror the Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 process as you go from, you know, inspiration, which was pretty, you know, simple drums and feels low tempo and so forth, that kind of by the time you get to Act 3 it's double time in there. So it really feels like you've gone on a journey and it's built up to some sort of a climax throughout the entire song. So that concludes the deep dive into the song Destiny's Rising. To support the band, the best thing to do is to subscribe to the YouTube channel down there, like or comment on the videos. We'd love to hear what you think. Take care, everybody. Destiny's Rising.